Okay, Shalom Israel, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and others of great millstone, and Shalom to the elect. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. As I was watching the apostles Taharas, and in their right hand or in their forehead, the Spirit led me to this video, man. It says the human cost of convenience. And when the video speaks about how over here in America, just like Amazon Go, Walmart is going to invest in the same technology to where you basically just pick up items, scan the barcode, and upon leaving, you basically pay for it through your phone. It'll basically pick everything be picked up and billed through your phone, man. All right. So we're getting closer and closer to that RFID chip, man. Which the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. And that's how Esau is going to woo the people to take it, man, through convenience. That's why the title of this video, as you see on the screen, is called "The Human Cost of Convenience." Now, this is good. People may say, well, it saves time, from buying stuff and waiting in line. People are all about convenience, man. She was even going to how now this world is moving more towards a convenient, technology driven society, man. To where before you would have to chase down a taxi, all you got to do is turn on your phone and press a button, man. And Uber or Lyft, you know what I'm saying, or driving services right there, man. You didn't have to go out. You don't have to go out of your house for nothing, man. She was saying also how most people will go online or buy clothes, or they may even go online and buy food, man. You got the shop right from home. All right, you got the Amazon. Brother was telling me of how Amazon's actually hiring drivers. They're looking for drivers, man, to basically do deliveries, man, on the go. So it says the human cost of convenience, man. But then she was going into how even though it's so convenient, it'll hurt humans in the long run. Why? Because it takes away jobs, man. As far as Walmart and these grocery stores go, it takes away jobs. Okay. Of course, they still probably need people to pack the shelves. But what about the cashiers, man? And a lot of people don't look at that. They just look at the convenient aspect, and this is how Esau is going to get the people, man. When I was watching the video, I was thinking about this movie. It's maybe about 2-3 years old. Brothers know it's called Upgrade, and I never seen it when it came out, and then I just recently seen it maybe last week, and it's very edifying, man. It basically talks about the movie Upgrade talks about how you had this guy who his wife was killed by this it goes into it. Basically, his wife was killed by this group of guys. So the same guys who killed his wife ended up injuring him so bad that he couldn't even walk again. All right, and then he comes across he meets this guy, or basically he knows this guy who's a real smart scientist who puts this chip to basically he puts a brain in his spine to allow him to walk again. And in the end of the movie, this brain actually ends up taking over his body. And that's what Esau wants, man. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, it seems convenient, man. Of course, if you're a paraplegic, you'll want to walk again. All right. So it was convenient at first, he was able to walk again. He was able to, even in the movie, he was actually, with that chip in him, he was better off. At least it seemed as if he was better off having a chip than being without the chip, man. He went from not being able to walk, all right, to being able to he was able to fight like some type of kung fu master or something like that, man. His senses was way better. But in the movie, he was actually being driven by body, the chip. I forgot what the name of the chip was, but it basically had a brain of its own, man. You know, and like I said, towards the end of the movie, this chip of his actually took over his body, um, and was basically planning to take over the world. Okay, so this is I got some precepts. Proverbs chapter 5 verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. All right, and that's strange philosophy. All right, which is basically that's why they call it, that's why the scriptures call it the mark of the beast. You know, the beast being the U.S. and NATO and all the wickedness that they stand for, man. All right, so it says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. Convenience. You know, like now they have these cars where, you know, going into the chip technology, like technology using the RFID chip, now they have cars to where it's push to start. All you just have to do is what you just have to have the remote control in your pocket, man, and you good to go. You know, now you can never lock your keys in the car, or they have it to where now you have like military soldiers that may have lost a limb. All right, they'll give you what we call them amputees. So they'll give them a prosthetic leg, and to basically to be able to work the prosthetic leg, you have to have a chip. You know? So it says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. So you know the chips it comes with gifts, comes with benefits, man. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. You know? But the end of it is death. The scriptures tell us, and we just grab it, going into the RFID chip, mark of the beast. If you take that, the Most High is going to destroy you, man. So this is Revelation chapter 14. Well, actually, I'm going to go to 13 and 15 and 16. Actually, I'm going to just go to 13 and 15 on down to the end. Then I'm going to jump to 14 and 9. So this is Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You know? So let's read back at Proverbs chapter 5 verse 4. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps hold on hell. You know? So at first it does start nice and sweet and convenient. You know, but at the end is death and hell, man. You know? So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. You know, and this Esau giving power to the image of the beast, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know, so right now it's an option. It's optional. You know, right now it comes with perks. You know, but if you don't have it, it's okay. It's okay too. You know, but soon enough, Esau is going to have it to where you cannot buy or sell. It says that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Which that word mark, we always get into it, goes into a charagma. You know, which is charagma is an imprinted mark or incision, something that's inserted within you. You know, and it says Okay, receiving and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, because going into the amputees, if you don't have any arms, how you're going to receive that mark is going to have to be within your forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So like I said, soon it will be mandatory to where if you don't take it, all right, your life is on the line. Here's the wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6, going into 666. And you really don't explain in that number, because everybody, even 2/3 know, that number basically, reminds you of Satan, man. Jumping to Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, the RFID chip, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which means you're going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, man. Going into Zechariah the 14th chapter, where it says your tongue shall consume in your mouth. All right, and basically your bones is gonna basically your bones gonna be turned into powder when that nuclear heat hits you, man. All right, I think it was saying like it's 150 million degrees Fahrenheit. So it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So, hey, just because Esau pushes something through convenience, don't take it, man. You're not supposed to take that RFID chip. All right. There was something else I had wanted to get. But I can't remember it. But as the scriptures say, man, never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. The scriptures also say, when it comes to this devil, Esau Edom pushing that chip, man. All right, that those mouth, those mouth for let me just grab it. Let's see. It's Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Oh, it just came back to me. I was gonna say that, you have you're gonna have people that think you can outsmart the Most High, man. You're not supposed to take the chip nowhere in your body, man. Because the scriptures say right here in the forehead, but really that's just the indicator, man. Because if you have it within you, that basically means that you're accepting Esau, the so-called white man, as your God. Because like I said, going into that movie, The Upgrade, that chip was his brain. That chip was his brain, man. He always consulted into the chip. All right, to walk. All right, he had to consult into the chip to like I was saying, he actually was able to fight like a ninja because he had that chip in him. He was able to have hindsight or foresight, whatever, however you want to call it. He was a lot wiser. He was smarter. But if you consider into that, you make the so-called white man your God. All right, and according to the book of, what is that? Just come back to this. According to the book and the laws, which the laws give the Most High gave the laws to us Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I think it was Exodus 20, I want to say. It says, Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. All right, so that's plain, man. We're not supposed to have no other gods, serve no other gods but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, not God and Jesus Christ, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're true names in the Hebrew, man. All right, Yahweh means He is, and Yahweh Shai means He's deliverer. Which, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to trust that. You're gonna have to trust that the Lord is, man. As He made a way for all the men in the past, you gotta trust that He is, and He's the one that's gonna make a way for you. He's gonna send His Son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly knows Jesus Christ, to deliver you. All right, we really have to truly believe that, man. All right, and going back to Psalms 55 and 21, the words of His mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in His heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Cast thy burden upon Yahweh, and He shall sustain thee. All right, He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Okay. Hey, let me finish it off actually. Psalms 55 and 23. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down to the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. And those are the only ones that's going to be saved. Those that trusted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Which faith is a gift, so we got to pray for that too in these trying times, man. Hey, so look, you know what? Actually, Lord willing, I'm gonna upload this in the description box because it's edifying, man. And like I said, as she goes into it, she just goes to show, man, that even though it's convenient, it's not always good for you, man. Hey, so with that, shalom to the elect.